And we are back for the last game of the day for Game 6. Not the last game of the finals, just the one of the day. And, Ben, have you had a chance to look at the leaderboard?
Refreshing it right now as we speak, my good man.
Refreshing it right now as we speak. A good man. You hear that, Dad? I'm a
Make a
good
bet.
man.
Who's in first place?
Someone, cadets?
Yep. It's pretty much looks like our EMEA leaderboard. If you ignore the cadets, they're in first place with a 24 point lead over second place. Beyond that, second, third, fourth, it's all reasonably distant from each other. Besides that first place position, it's going to take a really bad set of games on the next set of on the next set of days, for them to get out of this first place spot.
Well, I mean, if we've learned anything from PGC, it can be done, right? It can be done.
Indeed.
Anything
Well, that was to get to the middle of the pack there. That wasn't to get that wasn't to get first place. Oh my god. Actually, I'm curious. Between first and 15th. 15th has 14 points. And first has 58 points. God, what a gap.
that. I feel like that sounds about right. You know, wasn't I feel like PGC has similar gaps.
I think it was actually pretty balanced most of the time.
Oh, between first and 14th, you're talking about like first and second.
Well, if you were talking about PGC, it would be first and 7th because there's twice as many teams. Twice as many teams in here.
But not for the 12. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's true.
A 40-point gap between first and 7th in the squads event would be insane as well.
Yeah, it would be. Although there was that one day with 4 a.m. right? They had more points in 6 games than some teams had in 12.
Yeah, 4 a.m. are pretty good at the video game. They're pretty good. A lot of people figured that out that day.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have 2 people
that didn't already know.
Oh, we have 3 teams that are close to hospital. We have the bomb squad. Uh-oh. And it looks like, of course, Dom is barely going to make it out with a vehicle and his life. So that's good.
Oh, but hold up. Q Soda going to be going for the push on to Narcvosic. M16 burst in hand. Holding on the left side of this propane tank. SKS was M16 at point blank range, and every day you see a hot drop like this. I'm favoring Coda though, but no, it's gonna be a couple of shots from Timao Ipumba that takes him down. He lost his buddy early on. He doesn't have too much to lose here. What can he get done here?
Yeah, FDX spots him.
5 HP here.
Spots him out of the window. Got the iron. Oh, now he picked up a scope. He's got the holoscope on. What's he gonna do here? Gonna continue to loot a little bit? Maybe get that Uzi.
Uzi is the play. If they have this low HP, you only need to land one shot here.
Uzi if you're is the play.
Gap. I hate M16 at CQB anyway, even though it is technically pretty good. Wrapped on the side, Narco knows where to look. Jump peek around. One headshot could take MF out of this game. He's only got a hat on. Wait, that's a helmet. That's my mistake. You know, actually, this is really bad here. Yeah. That's really bad.
Yeah. Back and forth they go, and he makes it out. Get the kill, but now down a teammate. So, you know, what is it really worth? And we see, oh, it looks like you got cadets. They are heading north. Oh, did we say that? Terror from Bomb Squad is now taking shots. MFDX.
Yeah.
He's gonna try to finish off that team.
He's going to be heading up toward the warehouses potentially here. There's a little bit more loot. He's probably going to spot the cadets as they make their way toward the Georgia pool crates. Cadets having almost nothing there as they make their way in. But yeah, doesn't matter too much.
Got a tire shot out by Tetra.
Oh, that bike is busted. That's so bad for him. He's like he's not in the zone right now.
Hopefully he'll be able to find some cars, you know, that spawn around George. Normally there typically are a few. You know, fingers crossed.
Definitely a little spooky for them.
I was wondering why he was driving so slow to get to the warehouse. I thought he just slowed down because he saw the cadets. But no, it's because
impressive he just made it here at a busted wheel. Like those things can spin out. They can go flip. They can head over heels if you're not controlling it right when those wheels go out. Either way though, either way, looking at the map here, there's a couple of teams that are near the center, but this is usually the point where we have a couple of people sending at least one of their teammates off to a center compound, and no one's really done that yet. Like Lush and Hades, they dropped, I believe, at this compound, if I'm not mistaken, and they're just chilling here. And they're the most centralized team. No one else has even like teased a center crash yet.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And there's no teams really too close unless you're talking about Roth and then Lush and Hayes. You know,
Yeah,
they
Jake
seem to
and
be the
Owen Bear are kind of close as well, but that's really it.
yeah. You don't have a whole lot of teams on. I mean, Waikuz and Bikers are close to Glory Jean and Patron TV, but I mean, we have no one. Generally, we saw teams much closer taking fights early on, but I feel like day 2 of the 6 games is definitely going to is have a more what's the name like what I'm looking for, established
Assertive? Oh
spawns.
yeah, yeah. Established meta for a lot of the stuff that
Yeah,
happened right now. Yeah, well, a lot of people did end up moving in at the exact same time, right around now. The Garbage Boy is able to get themselves a nice compound. West Side near the quarry, kind of establishing itself right now. We'll see who ends up getting those compounds. But ooh, who is this in the field right now in the orange? It's Farm Stream Boys. I wonder where they're going to be off to.
yeah, and you see Love and Chubbawubba spotted them out, taking some shots.
This is so far the deepest crash into the zone that we've seen. There's a couple of places they could stop here, though. This forest, the shed are kind of suboptimal. It looks like they're gonna be heading up somewhere further west, which is a
Oh,
little less centralized and a lot easier to defend.
and as we say that, it looks like Origin GG has also started to rotate in just
Right.
just east of Chubbawubba. Kind of
Ooh, and they're
parallel.
all heading toward the same occupied compound. What if this is a scout? Okay, no. Lobes is going to be pulling off here. Yeah, shots beginning to ring out. Hades after he realizes he ain't getting any free kills. He's going to at least try and make Lobes remember it. But yeah, Orion letting LK do all the scouting for them.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, are they pulling up in this little forest here?
And look at near the across the bridge. Ellen, Diaz, and Natalia and here's past each other, going one way and the other going the other. Just drove right past.
This is a really awkward spot. Like, I feel like a lot of people are kind of expecting people to be further in, but then everyone's kind of finding everyone pretty far out from the zone center, and they're taking a lot of shots as a result. Zoro kind of figured out the hard way right now.
Yeah, as Natalia puts in some shots on him. And just north of what we see that, southwest of Pachinki, we have Jake and Owen Bear taking shots at Lobes and Chubba Bubba. And I thought that Tsusak was going to come in from behind, but it looks like he has changed his mind about where he wants to go.
All right, at this point, we pretty much have all of our teams that decide to crash center or play something with a reasonable early position. At this point, we have about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, like about 6 or 7 teams, 9 if you include the melee teams as well, that are still on pretty far deep into the edge. And that's, we'll be seeing how they end up playing as the game progresses without having a compound to call home in phases 1 or 2.
Yeah, by all means, we see, what was it, Farm Stream. They have spotted out Burke and Xavier in their compound. Getting some shots off, but Burke was able to lay down, get cover.
Yeah, they got all the time in the world. They're not too worried here. As long as they don't get knocked in the open, they're going to be fine to get back into cover.
Gonna try to get some shots, shooting his own cover, actually. And as that happens in the background, we see that Glory Jean is knocked and killed Jason. On the other side, the bomb squad is now under fire by Martin. M1, who is flushed down the bomb. And Tetris decided to get back in his buggy and take off. Martin going to land just a little bit, but at that distance, if you're spraying, I don't know how much damage you're really going to do.
Yeah, gotta try at the very least. Citra able to get back into his wizard tower, chill out for a little bit. Phase 1 with about a minute left in this particular shrink. Still a couple of engagements kind of teasing themselves here. Looking at Crop there on the far east.
Yeah, I
but for the
was
most
just
part,
going
looks
to
like everyone's
say
found
there
their home.
that if you look at Crop, Glory Jean, you get Patron here. They're outside of the ring, so they gotta do something because you don't want to have an extended fight here, right?
Yeah, well, mostly. Okay, like, because these teams have both decided that, all right, they're just going to play edge. So getting in 1v1 fights like this, especially if they end up with a kill, that isn't the worst thing in the world. If anything, I'm surprised that it's Crop that's doing this. As Jason, I feel like I haven't seen Jason, like, at all this game, today. His teammate's going to be dead, and Crop's going to find his own way into zone now.
Oh, as we say that, it looks like Mardones and And they've been crashed.
Did Nate die again?
They've
Martin
been,
is on his own again.
they've been crashed by Lethug and T-Plants. They have taken them out.
Ooh, phase 2 with a relative hardship to the east. A lot of the guys that decide to go for compounds here in phase 1 gonna have to decide how strong and how effective their spots are gonna be. For a lot of people, that answer is going to be not very. They'll have to find some way to rotate into this new zone. And right now, I think the most centralized team in the yellow is going to be
Mawson
Joste.
and Oldness, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, look at the bridge. Look at how many people. Oh, man, this is just going to not end well, I think, for Astronauta. And then any other team that tries to cross right here, is more teams are going to have to rotate in here.
He has a bike, and he doesn't have a teammate to worry about, so in a lot of ways that can actually help you a little bit. The Lighthouse team isn't going to put a single shot into him until it's way too late to hit any of those. These close range shots, he's using an SLR. Those aren't going to hit either. Astronaut getting a little bit lucky, but he's going to get by scot-free and maybe can even find a shed in center zone. I see a nice spot for home right there on the left. And yeah, this shed, he's going to be sitting in here for a little bit while.
No team was able to get to him. That was impressive. Now on the east side of it, we see that 303 Esports now, as they look to rotate in, I believe the last team out from the blue, they had run into Glory Gene and Patron as they move up on that ridge. Oh, gosh, moving back toward the west, it is just a madhouse there. You see Lush, Hades trying to take out every player as they rotate past. You have Tasnator and Dark Dreams in the woods just south of them, also doing the same.
Pasta's in trouble, somehow making it into the shed at half HP with that long of a run. Ryan's Magnum's not too effective there, kind of doing the same thing that you said Hades and Lush are doing, helping them take shots, all these rotating players as they are forced across this open field.
Yeah. Although it looks like a lot of people have passed relatively unscathed here, which is quite surprising, considering how many teams are in that small area.
Ooh,
It's
really
Crop's still alive. Uh-oh. We have Oldest and Tomas trying to take out Burke and Xavier. Not able to get it. It's surprising how many teams are not able to land any kills on the teams that drive past in their vehicles.
A little bit more focus fire would help a little bit. We see, at least in this particular example here for Oldest and Tuomas, that both of those cars are on fire. More focus fire, taking out one car, both players for the same guy, would have taken them down. Now they got some angry neighbors.
By all means, absolutely angry neighbors. And everyone's so close together, but no real actual like fights besides one compound crash. We still have Hayes and not Lush taking shots at anybody trying to cross the farm area.
Not sure how much longer they're able to do that. Their play, a lot of the time, is a kind of transition into the area that Orion is holding. That spot being taken, of course, by Orion is going to make their foot play very difficult. Though that being said, a hard shift in any direction is going to kind of dash those dreams anyway. We'll be seeing with this phase 2 shrink tanks. That's in 15 seconds.
Oh no, and its Crop gets D-rich as he sneaks into the zone.
What a good solo player. Him and Mardones are definitely setting up as some very, very effective and strong solo players.
Batty decides to rotate down and not try to pursue its Crop, realizing that it's best to not pursue that, to disengage, heal up, and try to then just get as many points, get as high position as possible.
Phase 3 is going to pop. No surprises here, really. Going to be kind of centering in, maybe favoring the West a little bit here. So no melee game for us, luckily. It was technically still possible.
Let's look at the North here. We have mixed results having Cadets rotating passes. They're late to get into this.
Surprising position here for mixed results here. They're not even taking shots here. They're usually good at controlling space that is in the zone. I feel like it's not too common we see them outside the zone this deep. I'm a little bit worried with their ability to effectively play the edge and their particular angle, their particular entry into the zone. If they were just to go straight in, there's more than a few teams that'll be ready for their arrival.
Oh no, and we have Batty Lowell who's rotating in as a solo player. What's going to happen here? Is anyone going to spot him out? He's getting shot at.
Wheels out.
Oh,
but I think he's gone far enough. Oh my goodness, actually making it. He saves the car from spinning out and gets over the hill.
Oh no, where is he going to go though? Is he going to go for the shed?
Wait, where'd that shed player go? Where is he? Why would he leave? Is he dead?
No, I don't know. He moved up. Astronauta moved up to this shed just
That's a mistake.
I mean, I did that initially. I think
the bike's blocking the door. Wow, I'm not sure that was intentional or not, but that's something else.
Yeah, and he's got a vehicle. He's got a vehicle now.
Oh my god.
That's hysterical.
He's lucky he's not getting shot at right now. This is he's just gonna. Oh, he's smoking to try and. He wants the bike. I think he doesn't want to like do anything bad.
So it was that cadets eliminates the team and they move it in, and its crop now has a boat as he looks to push in. This is happening on the far west side. We have Alex Penn, Twitter taking farm stream.
Oh yeah, farm stream getting kept out of the zone right now. That is not a good place to be. Natty though. From French Frogs in a potential position to take Alex Penn when they're unaware of their surroundings here. A little bit worried about this in multiple avenues. But Maddie's alone here from French Frogs.
Was he aware? Did he catch any glimpses of them though?
He has to have.
See,
where
now,
he's playing.
Alex Penn Twitter feed is in a bad position here as they have farm stream on their backside and French Frogs on the front.
Yeah. I think Pax actually has an idea that Maddie's to his front as well. Oh, he sees his little head wiggling up and down there. And, oh, man, Roth. The Penn boys are in a lot of trouble right now. There's pinch between different teams who are still trying to get that perfect ambush off.
Yeah, they're splitting up. Is that what they're doing?
This is so awkward. Everyone's playing like 4D chess over here, and I'm
what
just
is
being
happening
like, this is
here?
PUBG. Like everyone's spreading out so much. Roth going all the way around to the north. HVZ not shooting him. Like no one's fired a shot yet. This is so weird.
Someone's got to have seen somebody. There's just too many people in this area.
Now Ross wrapped all the way to the north side, and he's like waiting for Maddie who's to flank, but he's not gonna flank, and Maddie's waiting for a gatekeep. I think he saw Roth finally though. That's gonna send him running, and those first few shots are well, it's not gonna really do much besides send Roth running. Everyone's still just kind of creeping in.
We got HVS over here. He's trying to creep in and trying to pinch. Oh, did he hear? He must have heard. He must have.
Pax rushing to help his down teammate, spotting out two players in the open, but hitting the side. Penn's Twitter feed going down.
Yeah. That was rough considering how that played out. And there's so many teams here. That took forever. I feel like we saw so many kills happening in the feed before anybody got a glimpse of each other down here. And as I say that, cadets have come in to fill in for that team that just got taken out.
And they're filling in a very good spot. They're not going to get hit in the butt, and they're in a great spot to get a surprise ambush off here. A nice third party going on. If one of these two teams decides to leave their little hidey holes and actually go for a push here.
Are they aware? And how many teams they think is back here?
There's a couple. Cadets beginning to take some fire, though. They're going to get forced into this one way or another.
Oh, yeah. We see Shinboy getting dangerously close.
Oh, man.
Slightly off.
Here we go. Brags into the hole. Maddie taking one. Oh, Snager's downing the other. A great ambush.
Wow.
Although the trade from the third party from the farm stream will take one down. Definitely still in this. Shinboy putting some good suppression fire into HVZ, while Lowboy wrapping around the far south side, trying to get an angle before his teammate goes down.
Oh, is he going to get that nade?
I think he will.
Yep. That's going to be a good nade. We don't even really have to watch it.
Now, 1v1. Shinboy versus Lowboy. Shinboy just playing quiet, playing cover, playing for audio. Definitely what you want to do in this scenario. You're going to hear Lowboy before he realizes, well, that he knows that he's been, like, spotted. Before he knows that he's been heard.
Yeah, Lowboy. Really, really close here. You see that hub? Hey, taking out Chubba Bubba in the background.
Oh, he's starting to move out, too.
He's hurt. Oh, not quite. He's not. Oh, able to finish him off. Cadets going out early.
Even on that ambush, Lowboy almost got taken down. So definitely good that he played it that way. If he takes a slightly worse fight, he goes down there. But while this is going on, more people going for crashes inside center zone. Look at that. Loeb's crashing Jake's compound.
Oh, yeah. Jake takes him out. Not quite able to get in there. Oh, and if we look on the east side, we have quite a few teams here.
That is a rainbow and a half right there.
That is a rainbow and a half. Oh, Lord Jean able to get the knock and the kill him.
Still
Wait,
another solo up there in the form of Tuamas. It looks like they weren't able to really control their ground too well back at the road confine. Now forced on foot here with no cars. Not a placement to be as a solo at all. The Dirty Yellows to their south, very much occupied. And with the hard shift off to the southwest, he's either got to cross an open field up to his west or push through most of the server to his south. This is
oh man, this is
unwinnable
gonna
for
be
Tuamas.
yeah, this is gonna be just a madhouse. As what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams have to rotate in. That you can just see on the mini map alone here at this point. It is. Oh, and as I say that, let's go back to Jake because it looks like Jake is getting pushed up on.
Gets one knock early. Nice stuff there. Taz gonna be pushing. He's got the Vector in hand. No extended mag here. Bringing Jake down very low there. Only 3 bullets left. Reload that weapon, sir. Gonna be trying to use the shots he got to leverage the res instead of going for a push. Still trying to chuck some cheeky grenades here through the open doors up top, but might be able to get this res. Jake on the left side. A frag could end it all.
Oh, close, but not quite.
I don't think they actually had a line
the
of sight
res.
through the bushes.
Got the res off. He's going to be moving around. Got Dark Dreams up. What's
The
going
longer they take, the more risk of a third party. There's still boys in the gas station to the south, as well as people in the hill to their northwest.
Dark Dream's going to push around and follow up behind. They're going to rotate around the opposite side. Jake's still holding court inside. Oh, he's throwing a smoke through the window.
Okay.
Smoke
if there's a lot of chaos and smoke in play, then being outnumbering him will help a little bit. But the third party from the south, yeah, if they make a play, it's gotta be decisive. They're not gonna be able to do this cheeky stuff, peeking these doors. They gotta do something. It's gotta be soon. The longer they take, the more risky this gets.
Yeah, his team's gonna look to close in. This is getting very dangerous. This area is quite contentious. And see that we have Lush just on top. One of the teams. He's gonna get that inside the smoke. He is. Gin and tonic out. I'm sorry, gin and tonic. Is done. There, Lush is taking shots at Bosa and Blitz is still in that shack. With just Batty Low survived just on the other side.
I can't believe he made that run. That's real impressive.
Yeah.
Still has 2 boys in a shed to deal with, as well as the rest of the boys in the game. Oh, I think he got split out here to the south side. It's just a matter of time before he goes out, I believe. I don't know how much longer you're going to be able to hold this off.
Uh-oh. Oh, Tez there gets taken out by Jake with the bank shot of a grenade.
He still has nades left. Wow.
Now, is Jake going to be... Is he going to push this? He has...
Frag or smoke to bait. Oh, Dark Dreams actually does not flinch. What a guy.
As cool as the other side of the pillow. What?
Has on the left.
I feel like this interaction has gone on forever.
It really has, but Jake's done a good job to hang on for as long as he has. Taz, trying to go on the shelves.
Oh, and he gets a... Oh, Jake is down to very low.
Finally.
And he take
Thank
him out.
goodness.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I could have taken much more of that fight.
I feel like I grew a beard like in the time that took to finish. What's been going on though? The phases have continued on, and that spot was definitely worth fighting over, even if it was a little bit slow. So that spot that Orion has claimed, as well as the gas station to the south, being held by Opresores, I believe. I'm not quite sure. Apologies if I got that name wrong. Those 2 spots, which are being held by 1 duo each, those are the spots to be in right now. Everyone else is, well, they have a lot of open terrain between them and a spot in the zone.
Yeah, so if we look at Relance, he is spotted. Lord Genie's already taken out Patron TV. Now they're looking to hold that spot as they're both on the side of this cliff here. I mean, it's great.
They've actually skirted this cliff all the way from the east side. I'm incredibly impressed. They're actually like knowledgeable enough about this particular cliffside. They've been able to make their way all the way into a very reasonable spot. Like this is potentially going to give them a spot going into the end game here.
Oh, but if we do look at the other side, Lowboy's about to drop the hammer on Zoro as he was not aware that anyone was behind him. Clearly, Lowboy having rotated all the way across the other street from where they were initially to continue his team's run through this game after the position they were in is kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's a really good spot there. Really good plays as well. Glad that he was able to make it in. South side is going to be all his for now. Meanwhile, the north side, Shed Boys, that duo was taken down by Thought We Were Skydiving. So not Lush and Hades getting their 5th kill of the game as they're trying to leverage their high ground advantage as hard as they can, because soon it's not going to be there. It's going to be working against them even, as they're going to be forced down the hill toward both Orion and Natalia and co, who are both holding those strong center zone positions. Here you go. Phase 7 gonna be popping here. Who gets the good ground? Who has to run? Ooh, okay. Not Lush and Hades. Don't have to move too far. But both of those 2 strong points still in play, as well as the coastline from Relance and Yunkosh. Moving up a game crash.
Oh, it takes another shot through the window. I'm sorry, I had to cough.
Oh, okay, no problem, no problem.
And I was trying not to do it on stream. Oh. Whew.
Take
And
care of yourself, man. Get some water. Get some water.
yeah. So as we saw Hades take some shots through the window, hit Dark Dreams. He had to heal up there in the warehouse. And the question is, what? Sock is gonna. Oh, did he get spotted out? He got spotted out. Sock did, and he is taking shots from Lush.
Trying to smoke his way in. I think he's trying to leverage this little ridge line that's directly to his east. Might be able to actually find a little bit of cover with there. Lobo in the meantime getting taken down off on the south side of the zone. Great shots there, but Story of Corey beginning to make his move up. Might actually be able to find something playable here.
Yeah, who knows? Oh, and he's gonna. Oh, did he get spotted?
He's fine. He's fine. I think that unless Natalia exactly shoots him, which they're not looking this way, not really. And the sightlines aren't good at all. I think that the Story of Corey might be okay.
No, I think they're looking at Relance and his teammate Yokunch. Oh, and now Tsusak is spotted, and it looks like Dark Dreams down to 1 HP. 1 HP. How many times is this man gonna survive this game? This guy.
Pressing that head wound up.
Yeah, and it looks like we're gonna have Lush and Hades pushing in here. Oh, and
Orion now on the defense.
Definitely
took him a long time with the 1v2. They can all hold off a 2v2. No more Vector in hand. No more of that beautiful CQB weapon. However, Thought We Were Skydiving also with 0 frag grenades, I believe, unless my UI is glitching. So not going to be the same battle that we saw before. But also, if you're skydiving, you don't exactly have to push this,
No.
but you definitely don't want to be forced to. However, with Phase 8 still in play, in Phase 9, not going to be in this warehouse for a fact. If I'm Lush and Hades, I might just not push, wait.
And look who's getting in the zone over here by himself, still staying alive. By all means.
Ooh. He's very close to the center as well, in a very odd angle. The Story of Corey, T-Sock, that's pretty good.
Absolutely, and pressers in the gas station now, as Relance and Yunkosh are going to have to push into them.
They might be the first ones to go down here. They definitely have to move the earliest and have the most eyes on them. If they have enough smokes, they could make some kind of a play here. Relance beginning to put his out there. Yunkosh also has a decent approach in with the shed to his front left, off to his west. So this is actually relatively reasonable. That shed is in play. I think that's their objective right now.
By all means, and you still see, looks like Orion GG and I Thought We Were Skydiving are going to play it safe. Now, is Glory Jean going to make it into oh no, he's been spotted out.
He's
Takes
already
a
at
shot.
half HP.
Yeah. It looks like he might go down. Now the question is, will Orion try to peek out as they're shooting? Dark Dreams could come around from the backside.
I feel like if you're a Orion, you kind of just hold off at this point. There's a lot of other teams that are in worse spots than you. Every second that you hang on is another potential placement point. Like right now, Glory Jean in the open, and a lot of trouble taking a lot of fire.
Dark
But what's that?
Dreams isn't ready, and he barely makes away with his life. He's lucky that happened, and then ends up getting in safe to heal again. Glory Jean going down.
All right, here we go.
Dark Dreams had his chance.
Phase 9, Corey, dead center, does not have to move at all, just has to hold everyone else off. North side, fight happening between TSD and Orion. Southeast is going to be Yunkosh, the voice on Progride Ruim versus the Oppressors.
Yep,
Two-way fights happening.
Yeah, this is going to be... Oh, we got...
All right, where is it being pushed?
Oh, Orion takes out... Wow.
Thought we were skydiving, going down. Great hold right there.
Oh,
Dark
no,
Dreams going down early.
Into the grenade as it happens. Oppressor Nathalia is hurt, has to heal up.
They got that one knock on the relance. So Yunkosh all on his own, but they're getting hit from the back now by Corey here, making a play as a solo on top of the van. Might be a little bit too aggro, though. I think he might actually... Is that even a spot? No, there is a nice little spot behind the wall. I don't know if he can get out of there easily. Has to climb the wall.
Oh, he does. He moves on the other side.
He's being so active for a solo, though.
Tazaner's there. Did they get the res over here? They did get the res.
Oh my god, I didn't even spot that. And the res over here is a two-man. One player going over the wall here. Spotting Corey. Yunkosh just lose that as well.
They both died. Going opposite ways here. Now Tazaner just on the backside. Stuck. Now it is Oppressor's game to lose, I believe. Now
it's really hard to say. Like it's gonna be up to where the zone goes exactly.
He exposed himself unnecessarily.
Oh, is that resable? Oh, well, it would have been if Nick Zera went for it, but now Natalia just kind of putting his body in a good spot for the loot, while Oppressors kind of continue their way around. Meanwhile, Corey making his play to a spot that he knows is clear, where he just got a kill. Okay, so this zone is exactly on the north side of this garage. Everyone's kind of putting themselves in spots where they feel is the best to take it. I do think that the story of Corey has the best spot here if he knows how to get on top of these boxes, but I don't think he's playing like he does. No, Taz takes him down first. 1v1, but there's a wall between these two players. Taz doesn't know how to get it from these boxes, I don't think.
No, I coulda.
Oh, okay. This is doable. You can go from this to the box. Okay, he makes it. Nicky Zera, he doesn't.
No!
He does know the angle. Takes him down for the win.
Oppressors break out the win, even though down to one player. That was impressive angle. Tazaner, though, almost had him.
I think at this point that angle is so well known that it's like just being there in a 1v1 spot. It's like, all right, everyone and their mother would want to use this cheeky angle. So you're just gonna check that first. You're gonna listen for where all that clanging and that vaulting sounds are coming from.
Especially if you know that your teammate just got killed by a guy who was on the other side, right? Because he tried to climb on the bus. And then that guy got killed. You saw on the kill feed, so that you know that he had to be the last person had to be close to that area.
Definitely had to be nearby. Great angle to peek there immediately by the Oppressors, though.
Yeah, by all means. Now we're just waiting for the leaderboard so that we can check up afterwards to see how things are going. We see Hades and Lush have 7 kills that game combined. Going out 5th, though. And what place did... what was Cadets? Went out.
They went out on the west side relatively early, but with a bit of a
21st,
bang.
yeah, 21st.
Yeah,
they had 5 kills.
5 kills, though. That's better than par.
Yeah, I always say when in these kind of tournaments is it's the games with 3 points or less that really hurt you. If you can get 4 points or more on your bad games, you're gonna be fine.
A lot of teams have their kind of different, not really rules, but yeah, those kinds of okay, we want at least this many points per game, or we want this kind of average. And yeah, 5 points definitely where you want to be, definitely above par. To elaborate where the scoreboards were going into this game, Cadets had a 24-point lead for first. Beyond there, Alex Penn's Twitter feed in second, Sia in March in third, VHC Lovers in fourth. Kind of goes on from there. So those are a couple of teams definitely keeping your eyes on. But another story here is that first place, 58 points, second with 34, third with 33, and then another little jump to 27. Once you start looking at 27, that fourth place position all the way down to 13th, there's a 1 point gap, maybe occasionally a 2 point gap between all those teams. So a good chunk of cash here. with only a few points separating all of them.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that for the most part, all positions there are anyone's game. Granted,
Besides first,
right.
yeah.
Besides first, it seems like maybe that's you've got a what second place that Alex Penn Twitter feed. Maybe they could pull it out if they have a really solid game for the last
I'm
six.
not sure if they even got a point in the second half of this event.
That
I
could,
think that they might have gotten all their points in the first like 1 or 2 games, maybe the first 3.
yeah, that could be true.
Definitely have to keep it. I'll check that later.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, looking at the overall thing today, we saw what cadets win 2 games, but also play strongly across the board. Right? It
They were
is
almost always winning their fights. Even when they lost fights, it was like, oh my god, that was so close. And these guys, I'm pretty sure they're top fragging as well. Both players having one Snakers with 15, Shinboy with 16. And meanwhile, as we look down, we're seeing some other guys like Lobes with 12, Trouble with 9, Alex was to feed Roth with 12, Paxman with 4. Um, but yeah, definitely pretty top heavy on the kills for sure.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, especially after these finals today, because when you play with a new group of teams, what's then going to end up happening is you have to then reestablish, like what drops off where somebody goes, like as we saw, happen throughout these 6 games, right? I think that in the latter 6 games to end the finals, we'll definitely see more of that. But I think we'll see more of the if you have a teammate that gets killed early, play cool, and then just work your way in. As we saw, quite a few solos today were able to finish in the top spots because they just opted not to pull the trigger at a few people they saw.
There's going to be 2 big things that are going to be different between today and the next day of games. The first thing is that, like you were saying before, the meta is going to be slightly more established. That like people won't know exactly where everyone goes. It's a 30 team lobby. That's a ton of information to keep track of, and a lot of people don't always keep track of where all the squads go. In some of those events, it's just important to keep track of your basic surroundings, and that's gonna be the big thing they do. And the second thing that's going to happen is that people are going to know how they have to play in order to actually succeed and get the placement that they're looking for, which obviously for most people is first, but is at the end of the day just maximizing what you have to do to get where you want to be. So to get in the money, you have to get in the top 16. So for a lot of people, you're looking at getting as deep past the top 16 as you can. So there's going to be a lot of teams that are looking at the scoreboard and figure out, okay, this is how many points we need to get up here. They're going to be playing probably more, I don't want to say aggressively, but maybe a riskier play style based on what is required of them.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, obviously that makes a lot of sense. Oh, and I believe the scores have been updated.
Yes, they are. Oof.
So we have cadets, first place, 63 total points.
They're stealing. They're stealing all of Alex Penn's Twitter feed points, man. I think that they didn't get a single point after game 3. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but it definitely feels that way. I'm not sure if Erangel went their way at all. Then beyond there, Sia in March. Not too surprising to see them in
second
third.
to 13th, there's only 10 points that separate second place and
Yeah.
13th. And then even past that, so down to 15th, it's only 11 points for what?
Someone's got to stop the cadets, man.
13 teams. Yeah, somebody. I mean, and not only that, but that was 5,000, that 3,000. That is anyone game still at this point because of. I mean, what, like almost 13 teams could take those spots still.
Yeah, I mean, even looking at the first games, like the Penn team, they got second place based off of 3 games out of 6. They have 6 more games going on the next day of games. So who knows what will happen in those games if a new team's going to take charge? Like I know, for example, Mardones and Innate's team. We commented a lot how Mardones was alone. Innate's mouse broke before the event, so I don't know what he's playing with right now, but that's the reason why he wasn't doing so hot today. Because I switched
If
to a
we
new
find
mouse
out that like he had to like use a laptop but he's using the touchpad, I'm gonna lose my
oh
mind.
my god! At that point, just plug an Xbox controller in and just at least you can drive with an Xbox controller.
At least you can drive. Yeah, exactly. All right. So I think with that being said and done, wrap it up with today's games, and I can't wait to watch the games going forward, especially with the the Cadets having such a lead, but to see what the rest of the field does in response, because it is anyone's game at this
Yep.
point.
Definitely a hell of a
first.
play field that's
Yeah.
been established here in NBA1.
By all means, and everyone, thanks for coming out. Thanks for putting up with the stream, as this was kind of last minute today. I know that I appreciate it, I know that Ben appreciates it, and we thank you all for hanging out.
Yep, I had a great time casting. I hope you guys have a good time watching the finals as well. Name is Ben, obviously, but the handle is Lil Fuzzy Seal, joined by Can't or Won't. I think I speak for us both when I said that we had a great time casting. Hope to see you guys around.